We rolling?
Are we rolling? What's up, buddy?
Nothing much, champ.
Are you gonna put your phone down?
I am.
You're gonna be an asshole the whole episode.
I'm turning my phone off
All
right now.
Let me turn
you
mine off as well.
fucking asshat. Dick, I'm turning the... You know what? Fuck it. I'm leaving it on now.
Exactly.
I'm, sit here, I'm just going to scroll.
Just gonna scroll
and when you
right
talk
through
to me,
the podcast.
I'll be like, yes.
Yes.
No. Not sure.
Just
That's gonna be
boring
what-
fucking answers. So what's up, buddy?
Nothing much.
You're back.
Let's don't get too excited because last Wednesday I was back.
Yeah, exactly.
then
and Thursday you was
and gone.
Yeah, gone.
Until Monday. It's been a rough couple of weeks, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I've been a bitch. I've been
What
sick.
happens sometimes?
I've been throwing up. It's been, I mean, talk about digging deep, brother. I've been nothing but a bitch. It's been bad. Like, yeah, it's embarrassingly bad.
You watched all the TV?
All the TV.
All the shitty shows?
And that's the scary thing is like, 4 days in, you're like, you start like, oh, where's the remote? Wake up, get back on the couch. I got to watch this. And you're like, I got to get out of this situation. You know what I mean? It's like when, you're getting sucked into it because you're like.
But when you're stuck in your apartment for that long, you fucking can't wait to get out.
Oh, for sure.
Because you're forced to watch TV. I like watching TV when I know I got all my shit done during the day.
Yeah.
And when you're sick, you don't have a choice.
That's what we were saying. Yeah, it's like it's fun to be home when you're healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
Not fun to be home but not fun to be home when you're healthy. But I mean, you can enjoy home.
And you earned it.
It's your solitude.
Yeah.
It's your castle. When you're sick and you're just fucking doing laps from the toilet to the couch, you're like, just shoot me, man.
Yeah.
Just shoot me, bro. Yeah.
It's the worst. It's the worst sickness to have because you're so helpless.
Stomach flu.
And you can't eat. Can't fucking sleep because you wake up in the middle of the night.
I mean, dude, I've pushed through with head colds before. Like I had like a banging headache, sore throat, and you're like, fuck it, I can still do my shit.
Yeah.
But when it's your stomach, and you're like,
So
I'm not
helpless.
sure I can keep anything down.
Yeah.
Like it's like you just have. That's when it's touch and go.
It's worse.
You got to keep a toilet closed.
Sometimes when you have a good little fever going, you can enjoy that shit. You're hot, you're warm, you're in your bed watching TV. That can be nice sometimes.
No, it's not.
I enjoy myself a little bit of a fever sometimes.
No, because it was like sweating, then cold, then hot.
Yeah, but if you leave the puke out of it, it's kind of nice.
No, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. No.
You get a break from the real world.
No,
you can
no.
rewatch Game of Thrones for the third time.
If I want a break from the real world, I'm like, man, cold.
Yeah, man, cold.
Fuck you. What are you gonna do about it?
Exactly.
But no, it's awful because everything. It's like everything in the house sucks. Everything is crap, and I'm not doing anything with my life. And you're just laying there, and you're like, "Wow, this."
And you
is
get to thinking. As well.
Yeah, and then you start thinking,
fuck
"Fuck,
am I doing
I got to
with
get
my
this
life?"
shit done. I want to do this. I want to do that." And then you just feel like a complete loser. I mean, anyone that's been that sick, I mean, you could find a cure for cancer, and then get sick for 4 days, and the 5th day, you're like, I've never done anything with my life.
Exactly.
I hope that I'm quite sure people understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, shoot me
I'm
fucking
useless.
now, man. Yeah.
I'm fucking useless.
And that was the joke. You were laughing. Remember, like even some of the other guys, they were like, bro, we didn't see you on Instagram. You texted, didn't even reply. I lost my phone for like 2 days. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, it's in the house somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe in the couch. Everyone that's important has a key to my place.
Yeah.
So if something's going
that important,
they're gonna come to the house.
Find out.
Yeah, exactly. So, but other than that, today's my first day where I'm feeling really good.
Yeah, you told me you woke up good.
Yeah, I woke
That's
up good,
important.
but I'm scared I might have fucked myself by saying that. Do you know what I mean?
No, you're
like
good
knock
now,
on
bro.
wood.
You have
So we'll
color in your face.
That was so funny.
You're not shaking.
Last week was so funny though. Remember, you were like, "Bro, you look great." After the podcast, I'm like, "Yeah, man."
You felt great.
I went home like, "Yo, Tom, dude, you good?"
You texted me later like, "Ooh,
yeah."
ooh.
I was like, "Fuck me," but well, anyway, we'll see how it goes. So
it's gonna be aight."
But the good thing about getting that sick, even if you're healthy, is drinking all the water, throwing up, having a bucket near the bed or the couch. It's almost like you're clearing out all the shit in your body.
That's a good point.
It's like how I feel about hurricanes.
Yeah.
Like people are like, oh, I love him. Yeah, in the ocean, because in my opinion, the ocean is like belching everything that we put in it. They're like, here, take your fucking shit back. Yeah. And they throw it all back on the beach, and the ocean's clean, you know? And I kind of feel the same way about that. It's like you know, you're fucking ripped. You're shredded after 4 days. You're like all dehydrated.
Yeah.
You know?
After 4 days, then after like 6 days, you're skinny. Your muscle starts going.
Yeah, so it's...
You start fucking throwing up biceps and shit.
Well, like I said, it hurt. It was so bad that my lats, my shoulders, and my stomach are still sore. Like wrecked.
A workout.
Because, you know, you start to... Oh, this is awful, but you know you start to dry heave?
Yeah.
Like nothing's coming up.
Yeah.
But you can't... Oh, bro, talk about it.
That's an ab workout. Ciao. That's a good ab workout. Truly is.
Yeah. And it's like you lay on the floor in the bathroom and you're like, this feels so good. Don't touch me. This is exactly where I want to be. It's like when you get drunk. You know?
Yeah. Just leave me.
Just leave me.
Just leave me right here.
Yeah. So other than that, that's been my exciting week.
So when are you getting back into working out again?
I'm going to try tomorrow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Going for it?
I'm going to go
home?
for it tomorrow.
Home workout?
I don't know. I think I might come in early and sneak one in before the gym opens and then get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that. That might be the game plan, but then again, we'll see how it goes when I wake up. But I've been contemplating it.
I actually took a week off from training just because I finished like a 9-week long programming. I was like, fuck it, let me just take a week off.
Right.
Well, I went running and I did stretching and I played hockey, but nothing. I wasn't lifting weights for a week. And then this morning was the first time I was back, and I wasn't sick or anything.
Right.
And it was so fucking heavy. Just like bench pressing was so heavy, and I didn't even go heavy on the bench press. And like, what you lose in a week is crazy. And I just took the week off just to restart a new program for 9 weeks. Yeah. And I'm probably going to take a week off after that as well.
That's okay.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, it's like when we have people that get injured in the gym, like they hurt, you know, one of our members, he hurt his shoulder skiing. And it was almost, I mean, he's very physical anyway, like what he does. He has his own business, but he moves around, he's physical. And he came in with a sling. And he left me on a Wednesday killing it. It's like, oh, I'm going to go skiing this weekend with the wife. And then he comes in Monday with a fucking, arm sling. I'm like, what the fuck happened, bro? But it was one of the best things in a way because we were able to work on all his weaknesses. We worked around it. So everything that we probably wouldn't have done if he didn't injure himself. So there's something to be said about getting sick or taking a week off. I think you kind of find the holes in your programming. Yeah. Like you could be having a great 6 months and everything's going great. You're looking great, feeling great, doing a good job. But people do have a tendency to kind of dodge the structural stuff unless you put it in their programming. But once someone gets injured, they're kind of forced.
They have to
work around something, and that's probably
the boring stuff.
Yeah. And he was very determined to stick with it. Because he's you know him. I'm not going to drop his name on the podcast, but he's very physical to begin with. So and he has that mentality. I mean, unless you get sick, I mean, when you're sick, you're sick. But I also feel like mentally, it depends on what kind of sick some people draw it out.
Yeah.
And then there's sick where you're like, he's fucking sick.
Dude, a lot of people just waiting for an excuse to lay in bed and be sick.
And I think
eat all the candy.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to injuries too, I think it's the same way. I think it's your mindset going into it with the injury because he came in and he's like, look, what do you want me to do? I want to get this fucking thing off my arm.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, we're going to do a shitload of structural work. Everything that we don't really get to work on, we're going to work on. And in a matter of like 2.5 weeks, you didn't see him today. I actually trained with him today. You didn't know you came later. You came in later.
I saw him Monday.
He's back on it. Like he's completely, we're being careful with the shoulder, obviously. Yeah. Like we're not doing, but he's speed wise and he's moving it and the mobility. It's like, he can't get over it. He's like, I can't. And I believe that mentally has a lot to do with it, how quick you recover.
Yeah.
You know, you have people say, I've got a little bit of this and that. I should take it easy. Granted, Sure, take it easy, but then when does that become the crutch?
Yeah.
You see what I'm
People
saying?
can get hurt and never get back.
Yeah,
'Cause they keep on pushing it off and don't want to get in there and do the boring stuff.
Right. But he was literally like, what do we do? What do I want to, because he enjoys it in here.
Yeah.
He loves what he's doing. And I think mentally has so much to do with your recovery time when it comes to.
Hell yeah.
And then again, keep in mind, it depends on what it is. You understand? You break your neck, it's a little bit different than breaking a finger. I get, you know what I'm
Still
saying?
do.
Dislocating
Right.
something. But I do believe it's that mentality of I want to get back in the race, but being smart about it. Some people do jump in too soon, and you're like, well, you kind of fucked yourself. That was your fault. But
Yeah.
they're eager to go. But then when it comes to being
There's a way to
sick-
do it. There's a
yeah,
way
exactly.
To do it.
And then when it comes to people being sick, I do think it depends on what it is. I think they take another 2-3 weeks off, and it's like, okay, you're just going to get probably more sick.
Yeah.
Like you should probably just move around a little bit and just something, you know, because
Get a little bit of sweat going.
yeah, like even with me, today's my first day feeling good, but you know, I've been here the past couple of days. All I did was stretch because I haven't done anything. And stretching, I was sweating like a fucking rapist when I was done. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, Jesus Christ, this felt like I did a 2K row. I'm cooked, but
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do something. I think it's better than nothing.
Smart,
you know?
though.
But it is. But it's like when you have, like with injury wise, you have someone who's like, oh, my hips cramped or this and that. They don't want to do anything and they just stay locked up. And you've got someone, perfect example, like with Eleanor, remember? She sprained her ankle. She had an ankle surgery.
Yes.
And she's like, well, what do I do? And we worked, remember that? You and I both worked with her.
She was doing fucking skis and snatches on boxes.
Yeah, I mean, she was like, what do you want me to do? Eleanor's the same way. I know I can say her name. She won't mind. But she had surgery on her fucking ankle.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, and it wasn't even like she had surgery, remember?
No.
She was gone for like 4 days, and then she was back in the gym with a big cast on her leg.
Yeah.
And it was just like, okay, and my opinion, I think she came back better. Because once it came off, I was just like, it's like she didn't miss a beat.
No, she didn't.
You know, we got the... we
She
talked to
didn't miss any days because
no,
of that.
we talked to the
leg.
doctors.
Not at all.
No, she talked to the doctors. What can I do? Can I not do? She brought in what they suggested. I was able to see it, and you know, and we took it from there. And it was like, if it feels good, do it. If it doesn't, don't do it. And I think she didn't. It didn't even seem like she had surgery. I know I just said that, but it was just like,
So huge with the
Yeah.
mindset, how
Yeah.
you handle situations like that. I remember when
and that's very attractive too. It's
Oh, yeah.
very, and what I mean by attractive is not like, oh, that's hot, but I mean it's like you're drawn to that kind of energy. You're like, that's someone.
and you
fucking,
inspire people.
Yeah, it's like
around
that's
you.
someone fucking going after it.
Yeah.
The woman has a full-time job. You know, she works. That girl's got her plate full, and there's just no. I didn't hear any kind
So
of.
true. She
Yeah.
didn't complain.
No, dude,
Nothing
no.
like that.
And
She
I
was
could,
like, how can we work around this? I want to do
Yeah.
the same thing that they're doing, but put a box under my ass.
and it's good for
And I'm
you.
going to do it.
And that's the thing too. It's good for you also because it's like it makes you think. You know, I kind of enjoy sometimes getting. Not that I have my people. Not that you get people that get hurt, but if someone has a surgery or they went out and, like with the other guy when he hurt his shoulder, it's good for you in a way too because it makes you think. Oh, okay. Well, I have to
Step my game up. Yeah.
dig into your crates because it's easy just to put programming up for people all the time when they are taking care of themselves and they're not injured and they're healthy, even though they're right there.
Yes.
The more fit you get,
Yeah.
the more like the fitter you are. It's a big misconception. People realize it. Like when the fitter you are, you're more prone to get injured than you are, believe it or not, opposed to someone that's not that active because you're right there. That's
All
what
the
I've
time, you're
witnessed.
redlining.
That's what I've witnessed.
Yeah.
Really fit people are right there to be injured because they're putting it in.
Yeah. They're fucking redlining all the time.
Yeah, so it's good for you too because then you get to work with them, you get to use your brain, and you get to think outside of it. Like one of our ladies, she hurt her wrist. Remember?
Yeah.
One of the girls, she hurt her wrist, and we were like, and it was like everything we were doing was bothering her, but you could physically see what was going on.
Yeah.
And basically, I pulled a plug on her. I'm like, you need to take a few days off and go get it looked at.
Yeah.
This is what I think it is, and we can work around it, and we can do these things for it. But go get
A checkup.
Go get a
on it.
checkup.
Yeah.
Go get what the doctor says, and then when he comes back, I'll tell you if he's fucking right or not.
Exactly.
You know,
And I correct the doctor.
Yeah, and I'll correct the doctor. I'll call him and say you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Give her her money back. But you know, it's. I think there's a lot to do with it too, is being able to make that call. You know,
Yeah.
Because there's some people that you can, like you just said, you can tell, okay, they're injured or they're hurt. They're like, oh, this is kind of what I want.
Exactly.
It's like, why would you
Now I
want to
have
be
an
injured?
excuse to lie in bed and eat candy and watch
Yeah.
fucking TV all day.
Because I know my problem.
And they use that fucking injury just to fucking stay in bed.
Yeah, or just so, while I'm hurt, I can't, then I don't have to work that hard in the gym because I can use this as a crutch.
Exactly.
And
My
then,
leg is hurt, so I can just do bicep
or
curls.
my shoulder or my back.
Yeah.
And granted, some people are. I mean, let's be honest. Some people are injured, especially when you have someone in the gym that kills it all the time.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And they come in, they're like, look, man, my knee's hurting a little bit today, or my lower back. You need to listen to them because they've got nothing to prove.
No.
Because you see what they're always putting out there. And that's when you don't push those people. Like you're people that work really hard and you're people that are fit. If they complain about something's bothering them, it's safe to say that they're not exaggerating because
But if you know if you know your members, like we do here,
your clients for sure. Yeah.
If you know your clients, you know who's really injured and who's just making an excuse to do upper body.
Well,
for the third time this week.
I mean, I kind of feel too that if in this game, if you're not able to look at someone, I mean, if I'm good at anything, I think I'm good at looking in someone's eyes and know when they've had enough, or know how far to push them. And there's sometimes you're like, look, there's some people that you have in the gym that just deliver all the time that you're like, you tell them and they feel bad about it. They're like, oh man, I want to do something. It's like, dude, you don't have, or girl, whatever, you don't have to prove yourself to anyone because we all know how you work.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like there's certain people you just don't even question because you're like, we see what they do all the fucking time.
Yeah. You have nothing to prove for that.
No. And the thing is, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I know myself, if I don't do something, it's because I want to be able to choose not to do it. Like if I don't want to back squat or I don't want to work out one day, and I'm the first to point the finger at myself. You know that. I'm like, I ain't fucking doing it today. You're not going to pull me across the line.
No.
You know that.
Yeah.
And I'm the first to be wide open about that. I don't lie about it. I don't try and hide it. But for me, if I don't back squat or I don't deadlift or whatever the reason is, I want it to be for a choice, not that I physically can't.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like that drives me mad. Like being sick at home makes me fucking crazy because it's like I want to have the choice. Not that it's, I don't know if I'm trying to make myself clear what I'm saying. Like I don't want to, if I get injured, that's a different story.
You can't choose if you want to do it or not.
Yeah, but some people are like, I don't really feel good today and this and that. It's like, well, if I don't do something, it's because I physically can't.
Yeah.
Not that I want to be able to choose it.
Yeah.
And I hope I'm making that point correct. And I think some people get a little confused on that end where it's like, do you really, how can I put this? Everybody wants a six pack, but there's no shortcut. All women want a great ass, but there's no shortcuts. So I get a little confused sometimes with people when they're just like, yeah, this hurts, that hurts. Can I take it easy today? And it's like, well, okay, but every other day there's something going on.
Yeah. No, you have those clients. But you also have those clients that just said, like, if they have an injury, you need to listen to them because they always put in the work.
Yeah.
But also with the six pack and the great ass, it's like, we do an hour in here, you do an hour in here. Fucking go hard.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is the 23 hours outside of here.
Yeah, I mean, I could give you a great fucking hour.
And if you fucking are the one that have a excuse every time, I gotta know that what I do here won't help. Because the 23 hours, when you're in the fridge looking in there, you're gonna have the same fucking mentality and the excuse like, cooking healthy today is gonna take too long. I'm just gonna go and get McDonald's.
Well, dude, there's, especially, and these people that have been injured, I'm using them as an example. There's been times that they've texted me or they've come in and they're like, look, I've got 20 minutes and I got to be somewhere, but I didn't want to miss the class. Can you just tune me up for 20? I can't be here for the hour. And
20 minutes is all you need.
Dude, you do it right?
Yeah.
Bro, I can make 15 minutes for like a fucking hour if you let me. Easily,
Dude, if you have 20 minutes,
but it shows,
go into have a good
but it
workout.
shows you the threshold.
Yeah.
It shows you where their mindset is at. It shows you their priorities.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then there's people, and these are the same people that take a week off and go on vacation. They take a full recovery week and they come back and still work. And so you just have to dial those knobs, those gauges.
The weird people is the ones that take a week off, then continue taking time off. Like, if you take a week off, be back after that week. Don't push it like, let me take another day. Let me take another. If you're healthy, that is.
But no, like I said, you've got to listen to your body, of course. But then there's also been times where, I've people come in the gym and I've pushed them a little bit, and not in a bad way, but I'm like, well, let's just try this, let's just try that. And then usually that valve gets turned, they start feeling a little good, and then they start to pick it up.
Yeah.
And they may not be 100%, but they did more than they thought they were going to do when they walked in, and they feel good about themselves, And on
the other hand, if you put a workout on the board and you say that you put a pace on a rower or something, and people come in and not hold that pace, and then after workout it's an easy workout, then you're like, fucking put it there for a reason.
Well, but then again, something is better than nothing sometimes, but it's just
people can be tired.
Yeah, but it's just really
a shitty day.
But it's like I said, it's good energy, and it becomes very contagious.
Yeah, when Eleanor was in here with her fucking leg, I wanted to fucking do a 2K row when I saw her. Man. Like I got fired up. I just want to fucking work out when I saw that. Like, what is my excuse?
Right.
I'm tired today.
Right.
Well, I'm just still gonna do like 20 good minutes.
Yeah.
I can get that in.
I mean, it's easier. And it's harder for us too. Like, because when we get sick or we get in, or if we're injured, that kind of falls on the members a little bit. Like, if you get sick, I mean, of course I'd help you out, and vice versa. You did help me out, but we don't really have that option unless it really happens.
Yeah.
It's like we don't wake up one morning and be like, you know what? I don't feel good. I'm going to cancel today. It's like, no, you can't do that. You got people relying on you.
Yeah, exactly.
So and I think that has a lot to do with things. So when some people come in and they're dragging their feet and stuff like that, it's like, we're here for you.
Yeah.
You should. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's a play on those things.
And that's why it's good with our members, because you can play off the energy of our members. You can come in here tired one day and not planning on working out, and after like 3 classes, when you have fired up members, you're like, fuck, I got energy now. I want to work out.
But they also feed off you.
Yeah.
So it's you, and I think some people, when you're in, I don't know where we're going with this, but when you're in the machine and you're doing it all the time, I think you forget that the people are still looking at you.
Yeah. It's true.
Because you're doing your thing, and you forget that you are, I wouldn't say a role model, but you're kind of leading from the front. And so
that's why I thought it was important. Remember last year when I hurt my back? I made sure like 5 days when I could get in here with a fucking stick, walking with it.
Right.
Like, if I can do one press with one arm overhead,
right,
sitting down, I couldn't work my right arm. I could only work my left arm.
Right.
And I made sure I was in here doing that.
Yeah.
And that was a bit like,
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's when you shaved your beard too.
Yeah,
that was a bad week for you, bro. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
I could barely get in my car, but I did it. I could barely drive, but I did it. I got in the gym. I fucking sat down on a bench and I did 1 arm overhead presses with a 2.5 kilogram plate.
Well, that's good. I mean, but that's a perfect example.
Because I got 1 sweat drop in my forehead, and I was happy with that.
And that's the thing. It's like being, having a bad ankle or a bad shoulder. There's so much stuff you can do.
Yeah.
So that's why I have a hard time, unless someone's internally sick, like if they have the flu or a head, they're internally sick. I'm like, I get that, because the whole body's just like, fuck you, I'm not moving unless you decide to try and dig deep, but you might fuck yourself up even more. But if someone's got like one part that's hurt, it's like, there's so much more you can do in the gym.
Yeah.
It's like, just show up, we can work around it. And if you're in a place where they can't give you something,
that's not
that
good.
means their bag's not deep.
Yeah.
You probably need to find somewhere else.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's like with the lady with one of our girls with the wrist. I'm like, look, just go get it looked at, and we'll work around it. But what I think it is, you need to find out, and then we can work around it, because whatever she's doing bothers her with her hands.
Yeah, because it keeps coming back as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it keeps
it gets off, then it comes back. So she needs to get that checked out.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's old school mentalities, man. What's important to you?
Yeah.
How you feel.
And also, if you have that mindset, you're not gonna be injured as long. I promise you, it's like if you're injured, like obviously it's gonna hurt, but you can probably cut your recovery time by a bunch of weeks if your fucking mindset is there. I think you can think yourself sicker than you really are, or you can think yourself more injured than you really are.
Yeah.
Like if you fucking work hard, or you have the mentality to get back, like as soon as I can back and do something, I'm gonna do it. Your injury is gonna go way faster. That's my belief.
Well,
Like the power of the mind.
But I also, I mean, I believe your body has its own mind. I've said this before many a time.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
you can fuel that with your mind.
Yeah, I think your body waits for your mind to catch up.
Yeah.
Your body's like,
Yeah.
I just need you to realize you can do it, because I know I can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But you need to get your head straight. But your body's like waiting
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's where people get the disconnect sometimes.
You can do something. Like just do something.
Yeah. So, but
that's with people that don't want to start working out as well. Like, just do something. Just what?
Well, they'll
just
say,
tie your
"Oh,
shoes."
well, I don't really have the time,
Oh, that's
and
the
I
worst.
can't really afford."
That's the worst.
Oh no!
Do you have 10 minutes?
Or this? No, this is a good one. Or I can't really afford a membership. Or, oh, that's too expensive. It's like, yeah, but then I've seen you on IG, and you're posting photos of you at the bar every Friday.
Yeah.
How many fucking drinks is that?
That's 4 drinks.
At least $100
That's a
bucks.
membership.
That's at least $100 a week that you're dropping at the bar for 4 or 5 drinks. You're buying some bitch next to you a drink. Hopefully, you're getting your dick sucked, trying to hook up with her. It's like, why don't you just cut back on 5 drinks and buy yourself a membership?
So weird.
But
So
you
weird.
know, anywhere.
That's
You
a
know what I'm
night
saying?
out.
Yeah.
That's not even a night out. That's a month in the gym for you.
Oh, easily.
And someone said this, like, sooner or later, your fucking fitness is gonna be your main concern, or your health or something. It's gonna be your main concern. If you push it off now when you're young and don't go to the gym, you're gonna spend that time in the fucking hospital.
Well, it's
later.
Funny. Yeah. Well, I got a perfect example for you. Is with when I went home to visit, my uncle went through a lot. Like in December when I was away, and he had. He just didn't take care of himself. He's old school. I love him to death. He's a good guy, but he's old school Italian. Just work hard, make a shitload of cash, eat late, drink wine, eat meat, and then go to bed and do it all over again. Just go, 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 go. They're old school Italian. That's just old school mentality. And the man's got millions. I mean, he couldn't be more well off. And when I was home, I was looking at the table. We stayed at his house a few days, and I was looking at his living room table, and he had so many fucking pill bottles. These pills are for this because this is making this happen and blah, blah, blah. And then he got really ill and he had to get chemotherapy, and then he just wasn't taking care of himself on top of it. He was diabetic, used to smoke, I mean, everything you could fucking do wrong, he's done.
Yeah.
And this is a man that has started from nothing and made money.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like old school, there was no fucking apps. Like a handshake meant the deal was sealed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm talking like 70s, 80s. The guy's like 78 now, right?
I bet he has so fucking stories, that guy.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's the hustle. It's not like you made $1 million from your laptop at 8 o'clock in the morning in your pajamas.
You could hustle back then as well, because you got away with
exactly.
all of
So
it.
you know what I'm saying, though. But and I remember he said to me when I was home visiting him, he's like, I've got so much money, I can want for nothing. And he was like, if I would have put a little bit of money and time into my health when I was younger, I wouldn't have been going through all this now, because everything I've got, all the cash I've got, he said, because the man, he wants for nothing.
Yeah.
He's like, it's all the money I have cannot fix my health.
Exactly.
And the way he
Sooner or
said it, I was like, fuck. I mean, I knew that, but to hear someone going through it say it really makes you realize. And it was just so weird to hear him, because he was like, I can't, he's just treading water. He's trying to take care of himself. Once the damage is done, you're treading water. You're keeping your head above. You're just treading water, man. You're like, I just got to maintain and try and like not get sick again. And I'm not going to get super healthy. But it took him all that to figure it out.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is I give him a bit of a pass because of his generation, his mentality, his mindset. It's old school. So I'm like, well, they didn't know any different. It's like smoking back in the day. Everyone fucking did it. The mom smoked in front of the kids.
Dude, the doctor prescribed smokes for stressed people.
No one put fucking sunblock on back in the day.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, exactly. So you got to let some of that shit slide. But this day and age, when you see someone smoking a cigarette, you're like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
When you see someone not trying to take care of themselves, like, you're a fucking idiot, because we know what's going on now.
Yeah.
That's your fault. That's on you.
That's on you.
That's on you.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, wellness is going to be your main concern sooner or later. Why not fucking take care of yourself? Just fucking go for a walk.
Yeah.
Just drink some water, eat clean for a day, and you're going to feel so much better.
But there's a reason. Momentum. Yes, there's a reason why 45-50 is the new 35-40, 25-30 or whatever. Like, the age gap is so, when it comes to fitness and being healthy, it's like you have a hard time when you hear people have certain excuses or certain reasons why they can't do something, And I've said it before with myself, and I'll always say it: when I don't do something, it's because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make an excuse unless I have a little obligation that I'm like, I can't do it now, I got to come back.
No, but if
I got to pick somebody up or I have an appointment. But not taking care of yourself or not wanting to do something one day, that's your choice.
That's on you. Yeah.
Bottom line, it's your choice. And I don't feel sorry for you. And then don't come to me and say, well, I want this, or I need to do this. It's like, well,
just wake up an hour earlier. You have an hour to work out.
Yeah.
Just
in a perfect world,
hour early.
Yeah, in a perfect world, I'd love nothing more to have that chamber that fucking Captain America had, the first Avenger. Yes. Remember that little skinny man?
Yeah.
That needed a fucking sandwich, went into it, he came out 6'4", fucking jacked. I'm like, I need one of those in the gym, because that would be brilliant. I'd have a line around the fucking gym and just having people pay me out, man. Get in it, get the fuck out, never see you again. That'd be money, hand over fist.
It would be so good.
Yeah, dude, but unfortunately, we're not there yet.
No, but it's funny, we touched on it, or you mentioned it just quick. Like, when people say they don't have time, like, if we break it down, you have 24 hours in a day, right? You work
Last time I checked, yeah.
You work for 8 hours. What we have now, like 16. Let's put commute in there. Let's go big. Let's go 2 hours. Now we have 14 hours left.
Right.
Let's say you sleep for 8 hours. All right, you have 6 hours left. Pick up kids, hang out with the family. What's that? Like 4 hours? Let's give it 4 hours. You still have 2 hours.
Yeah.
What are you doing with the rest of those 2 hours? You can do so much working out in 2 hours. You know what I mean? All right, we would take an hour for grocery shopping. You have 1 hour. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's excuse doesn't hold up.
No, I mean,
it just doesn't.
Yeah.
If we want to fucking get it done, you get it done.
I mean, you've heard a bunch of it. I mean, you've heard people say this left and right, and it's true. And I've heard this for years, and it doesn't matter what it is. And I've said it a shitload of times. It's if it's important, you'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Every time I haven't done anything, it just wasn't that important to me that day.
And what's more important than your fucking health? Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
What's more important?
I don't know. Depends.
You want to feel like shit when you're 50?
Yeah.
Have a bad hip and fucking big fucking gut.
But I think that's why
But it's okay now.
I got so depressed, or not depressed, but like pissed off when I was sick. Because you start thinking like that, you're like, fuck, man, I'm just a piece of shit sitting on this fucking couch, and I can't do. I mean, you could do something, but you can't do something that afterwards you take a nice shower and you're like, oh, fuck, all right, I feel good now. Like, you know what I'm saying? That you can do odds and ends. You can get on the computer, you can read a bit of a book, or you can write something. I get that. But I mean, that's not going to make you feel like, I mean, of course, to get shit done, it feels good to get a list of things done. But I mean, to put yourself in a situation for 45 minutes to an hour, or even 30 minutes if you do it right, you're just like, fuck, okay, that felt good.
Yeah.
That's what hurts.
Yeah.
It's like you just feel like you're in this clouded smoke bubble, and you know everything is just fucking dizzy and dark and
without the puking, people live like that. Without the puking, people live like that.
That's a good
They
point.
go to work and then they go home and watch
That's a
TV
good
all
point.
day.
That's a good point to look at it.
Imagine
Yeah.
living like that
Yeah.
all day, every
Yeah.
day in your apartment.
Yeah. Because even when I do, who doesn't watch TV and play PlayStation when they have a chance?
Yeah, when you earn it.
But I get my shit done first.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm like, I don't want
shit.
this. I'm like, let me get all this shit done that I got to get done.
I like watching
Yeah.
TV when I'm earned it. I don't like watching TV first thing in the morning, like watching 2 episodes of something first thing in the morning because I know I haven't earned it. Like
Right.
it can be a Sunday and I worked out for 6 days that week, then I can earn it in the morning. But
Yeah.
I want to earn my shit.
Yeah. But then you're just kind of hiding your weaknesses too.
Yeah.
You know, you're kind of like but it can't just be fitness. It has to be, and I think I'm just going back to how you think when you're sick, and we kind of ranted and went off the fucking beaten trail a little bit. But I think when you're sick, you just think of all the shit you want to get done, you need to get done, and
Yeah.
you would be getting done.
Yeah.
And it's depressing.
Yeah.
Because you just feel like you've taken a
can't-
giant step back. And I know it's only for a few days and stuff like that, but like you just said, you nailed it when you said, but people live like that and they're fine with it.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, man. Not even in the
that's
gym, but
people's
just getting
reality.
something done. Like, fuck, I got to clean that closet out.
Yeah.
That I've been thinking about doing, but I want to go have a beer with the guys and a pizza, or I want to go watch fucking the new Sons of Anarchy, whatever. You
Yeah.
know what I'm getting at? That's where it's like, wow, really, man? Because it's in the back of your mind.
Just make your bed in the morning
Yeah.
and take it from there.
That is such a good book.
Make your fucking bed
Do you
in the
have that
morning.
book?
No. I just lived by that for a while now.
Such a good book. I'll let you borrow it.
Fucking make your bed.
Such a good book.
Yeah.
That is such
Take
a
it from
good
that. No,
fucking
but
book.
it's when I get people are scared though when they haven't worked out, like they think they have to make this big change in their life. But usually just fucking get some momentum under there. Just
No, but
go for one walk. And you're gonna feel so much better that day.
Yeah,
Drink
but
some water.
Yes, but nobody starts out that way. I don't care what you're doing. No one just steps into it and fucking kills it.
No.
Everyone starts where you're at, and if anybody gives you shit for it, it's like, yo, fuck you, dude, because you were where I was at when you're starting.
Yeah.
So people have to get that out of their head, because realistically, no one's fucking looking at you when you're in a gym. That's
No.
on you.
Yeah.
And if they are looking at you, then they have no fucking life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by that? Like, if you go to a big public Globo gym and you're worried about people looking at you, why?
There's probably some assholes
they're-
doing though.
Yeah, but then fuck them.
Yeah, fuck
because those are closed-minded people.
They
that,
don't even have to go to the gym.
yeah,
Just
but you
fucking-
understand what I'm trying
yeah.
to say? Like, you can't think like that. You gotta just fucking jump.
Yeah.
You can't worry about it.
No, you can't worry about what people think.
No. I've made that mistake before too. I've learned you try to make people happy, you're gonna make nobody happy, or conscious of worrying about what
If
they
you're trying
think.
to make everyone happy, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's true. It's also the 23 hours that we're talking about outside the gym. Like, we're redlining so hard right now with the fucking phones and the TV. We're like information overload all the time.
Right.
So you also have to do these things like put your phone down and fucking sit down for a moment and just be quiet and do some breathing. All of that shit is important as well. Because back in the day when we were fucking cavemen, we fucking fought a tiger. But after we fought that fucking tiger, we chilled for a bit.
You probably ate it.
We weren't fucking redlining like this. Like from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to
I don't
bed,
know,
it's
dude. If
fucking
I fought a
redlining.
tiger and won, I'd be like, bring the next motherfucker, because I'd be jacked. Are you kidding me? I'd be like, let's do it. Dude, I'm a firm believer the best time to get in a fist fight is right after you've been in one, because you are wired.
Yes.
Everything is heightened.
Yeah.
Don't give me a fucking minute to relax and let me calm down. I want that adrenaline pumping. I want my fucking pupils dilated. I'm like, bring it. Whatever happens, at least I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got a good point there.
Yeah,
though.
dude, think about it, man.
You got a
ever
good
been in-
point.
Fuck that, bro. Don't give me a minute to relax. Fucking put me in it, because I am ready. You know? Are you kidding? If I
Yeah,
fought a
that's true.
fucking tiger
That's
and
true.
won, you couldn't tell me shit. Mario, put your
That's true.
seatbelt on. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you and your mother.
Yeah, dude. No, but like I said, you can give someone like you just said too, but you can give someone an amazing hour in the gym, and they've got 23 hours to go fuck that up.
Yeah. And then they come back. And
Yeah.
then then they don't understand why they don't get better in the gym. Like I can only do so much. Like if you ask me for a diet program, I can do it for you. And I can get you some pointers on what to do those 23 hours, but it also falls on you when you're outside here.
For sure, dude. For sure.
I think it's important to be bored as well. You
What's
know what I
that?
mean? I think it's important to be bored a little bit. Just
Why?
turn everything off for a bit.
What do you mean bored?
Like just fucking... Just take a step back from all the phones and all the
okay.
TV and just do... Like, perfect... We do a lot of stretching, you and I. Like, that's not fun, but to
it's
get
not.
it in...
No, it sucks. There's nothing.
Yeah, to get it in, though, it feels so good afterwards.
Yeah. Well, you feel very calm.
Yeah.
You definitely feel calm and relaxed and be like, okay, I pushed myself through that. But no, stretching sucks.
One
dude.
thing I think is so boring that I try to force myself to do, like reading is a perfect example. I always found reading boring. I don't anymore.
Right.
But I kind of force myself to read
Yeah.
until I liked it because I know it's important for me.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of like go. I don't know if you have to be bored. I don't know where I was going there. Maybe I misspoke.
I'm listening. No, but even with reading, I mean, dude, I enjoy it and I do a lot of it. But then there's times where I usually got like 3 books I'm cycling through that I'm reading
Yeah.
at once. You know what I mean by that? Like one day I pick this one up for half, whatever. But then it's waves for me. Then there's times I don't pick anything up for a couple of months.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I just want to read everything in fucking sight. So for me, it goes up and down.
Yeah.
But to sit there and be like, okay, I have to read every day, that's got to be hard when because sometimes you just don't want to. And
Yeah.
I get that. Like what we're just
And
talking about.
sometimes when you're
wanting to
reading
not-
a page, you don't even remember what you just read. That's the worst.
Have you ever read a book?
Like, all right, let me put
Have you ever
the book away.
Have you ever read a page? This is funny. We're going to show our ignorance. But you ever like read a page before, and then the phone rings or something happens. You're like, okay, and you get back to it, and then you pick up the page and you start reading. Halfway through, you're like, fuck, I just read this page.
Yeah.
It's, what the fuck? And they're like, okay, now it's sunk in because
Yeah.
clearly it didn't sink in the first time.
That's with the Daily Stoic. We always talk about this book, or I do. I fucking love that book. But that, you get a page a day, and I read that page maybe 6 times that day.
But that book is really good because it's just enough. It gets to the point on a page.
Yeah.
It's not like you got to read 4 or 5 pages
No.
and then go to work or something. It's like that one page. You're like, that really just sums up everything.
I can't read it.
I like that.
I can't read it just once, though. I have to read it like... I read it a bunch of times just to have it sink in, and then I think about it.
Yeah. No, that one I can because it's
Yeah.
everything. Each page is different.
Yeah.
So that I can take in.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you read like 5 or 6 pages in a row, 10 pages in a row, and then like I said, you get distracted for a second.
Yeah.
Then you realize that first paragraph, you read it over again. You're like, wait a minute. Yeah.
No, but we're so distracted this day and age. Like, everyone been there. Like, you can watch the best fucking movie. You've been waiting for this movie for 6 months. It's finally on. 10 minutes in, you find yourself fucking flipping up your phone and checking Instagram. Just in the middle of the best fucking movie you've been waiting for. It's too much.
Yeah.
We're not built for this shit.
Well, I think, yeah.
We're built for fucking living in caves.
But the attention span has definitely gotten shorter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely gotten shorter.
Yeah.
And
If it's not a minute, if you don't fucking get the audience within the first 5 minutes, they're gonna be
You're
on
fucked.
their phone
Yeah.
so fast.
Yeah. That's why you're kind of you see when you go to the movie theater, that kind of forces you to put your phone away for an hour unless you're one of those dicks.
Not everyone. Remember that story I said about Jumanji?
Yeah, like I said, unless you're one of those dicks that
These two motherfuckers, a girl and a guy, came into the movie theater. We were watching Jumanji for the second time. By the way, I love that movie. With a bag of chips. And then they were noisy. They both had their phone up. They were fucking not watching a second of the movie that I saw. They were both on their own phone just scrolling. all
so
the
they
way
weren't
through
even
the
like
movie.
making out or
That
a
was-
hole in the bottom.
No
There's a
way.
hole in the bottom of the popcorn
No
box. Yeah.
They were both on their phone.
Well, that's
and
not fun. Why would you
watching
go to the
movie.
movies to sit on your phone?
I don't know. You can
If
do
they were
that
hooking
shit
up,
at
I'd be
home.
like, I get it, man. Go handle your business.
Yeah.
You know?
They were texting each other. What should we do later?
Yeah, that's a good. Why didn't you say something?
I don't know.
You should have. You know, I would have.
I know you would have. It wasn't my place, I thought.
Why the fuck wouldn't
But
it
it
be?
was distracting me because I saw that fucking
That's
lighting
what I'm
in
saying.
my
It was
rear
distracting.
view.
You should have said something.
Yeah, I should have.
Was it a full movie theater?
Yeah.
That's the best
It was.
time to say
Yeah.
something. Because then everyone's like, oh, thank God that guy said something.
Yeah.
If it's just you and one other person, they'd be like, oh, really? Mike Moore would kick your ass.
Yeah. We're gonna do this?
You're getting
We're
your
gonna do
ass
this?
beat during Jumanji, and
I
there's
was
no
fucking
one in
jacked
there.
up.
There's no one in there to see it.
No.
You're just getting pounded for 2 hours.
That's embarrassing.
Oh,
Can't
that's
do that.
pretty funny.
You can't fucking do that.
try to be a badass. Hey, yo, turn your phone off. What, bitch? No, not you. Who the fuck you talking to? It's just us two in there. Yeah.
Just you and I. I have my phone up.
No. I thought you were somebody else. That's pretty
Fucking
funny, dude.
crazy.
Oh, man. Yeah, you got to say something, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Especially when people are talking too loud in the movie theater.
That as well.
That bothers the fuck out of me, man. I can handle the chewing because I get that. You have no choice. You know, when it's a quiet scene, you just hear like the whole crowd's just
Even
fucking
that.
grazing through their food.
Don't bring fucking chips into the movie theater.
Why not? That I
too
get.
noisy.
That's okay, man. No, dude.
Dude, popcorn is there for a reason. How the fuck, by the way, did popcorn become the thing that you eat in a movie theater? How did they sell that? I want to see the first.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I want to see the first one that
Popcorn.
came up with that idea. Like, we should have popcorn in there. Popcorn? No one eats popcorn. Yeah, but put it in there. I
And
promise
hot
you.
dogs.
That's in the States, though.
Yeah, in the States,
That's in
hot
the
dogs.
States. Yeah, but hot dogs is everywhere. It's on the hockey game. It's on the football
Yeah.
game.
But in a movie
hot dog
theater-
is just fast food. But the popcorn is weird to me. Like, you rarely eat popcorn at home.
Right.
So I want to see the first guy like, no one fucking eats popcorn. Do you want to put popcorn in here? No one is gonna buy it. Dude,
Well,
hey man, trust me, this is gonna fucking sell.
Yeah.
Yep, no man, bitch.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go to the next one. And one put it in there, and it fucking blew up.
That's a good point.
Because when I think of movies now, going to the theater, I think popcorn.
You always get a bag of popcorn.
Hell yeah.
Always.
It's tradition. I fucking the two go together. They go hand in hand.
It's like peanut butter
Like
and
movie,
chocolate.
yeah.
Whoever invented peanut butter and chocolate, I want to shake that man's hand. Seriously, I want to be like, you're a fucking god, because that is one of the best creations in the world.
I'm gonna go home and Google when the fuck they put popcorn in the movie theater, because that's a good. I've always been thinking that.
Yeah.
It's a smell, I think.
Do you have? Because back home, this was like I mean, they've had it for a while, but I didn't get to go to one of these for a few years, except for last summer when me and my daughter went back to the States. And basically every morning I'd hit the gym while she was still asleep. And when I got home, her and I would go to the beach because she wasn't up yet. So I'd go real early to the class. And then after being at the beach, we would go to the movies, see them, not every day, but,
Yeah.
you know, once a week probably or something like that, because there was always movies she wanted to see on the big screen. And the theater that we went to, there's everything you get there. Like, you sit in there, the chairs recline. I know they're old now, but you push a button, a little light comes on, and the server comes and brings you beer or food or whatever you want. There's a menu, and the popcorn is in there, obviously. But I mean,
Crazy.
burgers, whatever you fucking want, tacos, whatever. And all you gotta do is push this little button, and I fucking passed out because I was tired, right? On one of these kid movies, dude. I could feel it. She's just raw, and the lady's coming, and she's like, I want this, I want that. So by the time we leave, I had like a fucking $180 bill. I'm like,
Oh,
all I
shit.
fucking had was a
I had a fucking
soda.
Diet Coke and
Yeah,
and a
but
small
but the
popcorn.
menu of the food that we had was like out of a restaurant. And
Isn't
the chairs fucking recline, dude. Like, and there are two-seaters everywhere, up and down.
But how does that work? Doesn't the fucking waiter distract the movie for the others?
No,
or is
'cause
it so?
it's so like tiered. That when they come up, it's
No
not,
one sees them.
It's not distracting at all. It's not distracting. And there's like a little light you got a little side table, and fuck, dude, it was. Are you kidding me?
That's luxury right there.
But yeah, dude.
Some would say too much.
Yeah,
I would say
no
right
such,
there.
No such thing. But the food. The thing is, what I think the clincher is, it's such good food. It didn't feel like
McDonald's or
it didn't
Burger
feel like
King.
movie theater food.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, whoever the fuck thought of this, I want to shake their hand, you know? But yeah, they're like, just push the button.
another thing.
Just push the button, and we'll come and you just tell us what you want.
I'd be surprised if
Dangerous.
we had that in Sweden.
I bet
Maybe in
Stockholm.
Stockholm.
I bet I'd be so. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe Stockholm has it.
But you guys, I mean, you guys are very like, no, it's a movie. You just get some popcorn, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
But remember, I was like, I wanted to buy a pizza one day and go into the movie theater with it, and you were like, I don't know. I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'll play the dumb American, and we'll just see what happens.
I don't know what.
Because it's not like they'd throw me out. Would they?
Maybe. I don't know what the rules are. We're bringing a big fucking pizza in there.
Just make a scene. Just make a fucking scene in line. They're like, just go sit down.
Yeah. But people are going to be annoyed with you. They're going to smell
Why?
like pizza in there.
Yeah, but it's better than loud chips.
Yeah,
I'm
it's much better.
I'm gonna try that one day. When we go see Endgame, I'm gonna buy a pizza and take it in with me.
Yeah, but the pizza place has closed, bro.
I'll just get another one from another place. I just want to see if it works.
Not to Endgame, bro. Take a shitty movie instead. Endgame is religion. Take it to Captain fucking Marvel when we go see that whenever.
We haven't seen that yet, have we? I bailed because I was sick, and then Johan bailed.
He had shit to do, and I was the only one that was always up for it.
All right, man. Don't be a dick about it, bro.
We find the time to do it. I
was sick, and you were like, bro, are we still going to the movies? I'm like, no, motherfucker. I've been out of work for a week, and you're like, we can still go to the movies, right? How would that look?
Fucking bring a bag with you. You can puke in that one.
In my popcorn box.
Yeah, we need to see it though. I heard a conspiracy theory about that movie though.
What's that?
That the numbers. Remember how it hit that it was the biggest opening movie. It did really well, and then people started leaking these videos with like half empty theaters.
Yeah, but that's come on.
They're trying to blame it like they're doing false press for it, like it's this big movie because it's a woman in the lead. So it's like a good push for the Me Too movement, or something like that.
I don't know.
It's a conspiracy.
I don't believe that. I think that's a bit much because
I don't know.
I mean, not every theater is going to be, not every clock is showing is going to be packed.
No.
So I mean, come on. They're my opinion.
Yeah.
My opinion. I think that's crap. You know.
Yeah. Probably is. It's just a conspiracy out there.
Because at this point, Marvel could just do a 2-hour movie of Scarlett Johansson sitting on a chair and not doing anything, and people will go watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're just not missing.
Your one is going to be in front row for that one.
They're just not missing. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know, man. So how about the shooting in New Zealand though? Some world event, some real shit. That's awful, bro.
Awful.
And the fucking guy live streamed it. That's what bothers me. I mean, it all bothers me, but the mentality. It's just like you fucking get whatever they throw at that guy, he gets what he deserves. Fuck you, man.
And did you see that Australian prime minister blaming immigration for that?
No, really?
He was a fucking white guy shooting. How the fuck can you blame immigration for that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's just horrifying. I watched it. I'm like, what? It's like 49 people were killed, right?
Yeah. 49, I think.
40 injured 40.
During praying. They were fucking in there praying, and he came in there with a head cam, by the way. Filmed it all.
That's what I'm saying. He live streamed. When it comes to that type of shit, I hate to say it, but I'm not everything in life, but when it comes to that type of stuff, I'm a firm believer in eye for a fucking eye.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Oh, you raped her? Then you need to get fucking raped.
Yeah.
Oh, you shut up a school? You know what I mean? Like that type of stuff, I'm a firm believer. You give them what they fucking get.
But did you see now they're going to ban automatic shooting weapons in New Zealand?
But that's not going to fix anything.
It fixed it in Australia. They have one mass shooting. They banned it. They don't have mass shootings anymore. And now they're doing it in New Zealand, going to ban it. Probably not going to have a mass shooting anymore.
Because if they banned it in the States, people would still find the weapons. So that's why I'm like...
Yeah, but shouldn't it be like with the gun laws? Yeah. I'm speaking out of turn, but shouldn't it be like at least as hard to get like a driver license to carry a gun? You know, if it was as hard to get a gun as it was to get a driver license, people wouldn't go through the struggle to get a driver license or
but see,
automatic
I
weapon.
need to find out because I think the rules might have gotten a lot tighter to get a gun than they were before.
I don't think so.
I need to find out. I don't know. I'm just saying I need to find out.
From people I hear, it's not hard at all. You can just walk in there to a fucking sports store and buy a weapon.
Well, maybe a rifle. I think the handgun is where you have to, there's like a cooling down period, a waiting period.
Semi-automatic one is probably harder to get.
Yeah.
fucking, this shit keeps on happening.
Yeah.
It is so weird. How the fuck can you be so messed up to do that?
But I mean, it's the mindset. Okay, I'm going to load my trunk up of guns and I'm just going to shoot a shitload of people that I've never met, that have done absolutely nothing to me and haven't even been in my, haven't affected my life in any way.
No. Yeah.
I just don't get it. Especially because he was from New Zealand, right?
I think so, yeah.
Was he a New Zealander?
I don't know. I can't.
You know, it's especially in those type of countries, because you're a little more evolved. It's not like I fly into the arms of Allah. These guys are just all about, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those fucking nut jobs. But that's not everybody either.
No.
But I just don't get it, man. I just don't fucking get it. And
it keeps on happening.
And there's
That's
no
the weird
conscience
thing.
there. That will. The impression I got from what I saw with him on the news, it'll never bother him.
He was almost proud about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll never affect. It's like, wow, dude, you need the fucking electric chair.
He even said subscribe to PewDiePie's YouTube channel in the end of the sentences or something.
Did he really?
When he was in court, yeah. Like he
What did
seems
PewDiePie
like
do to anybody?
a weird guy. He dropped the N-word.
Did he really?
Yeah, aggressively as well. Didn't you hear that? That was a story way back. He dropped the N-word.
Because he's Swedish, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's done well for
He's
himself.
one of the biggest YouTubers out there. Make him bang.
But he doesn't do games anymore.
I don't know what
no,
he's doing
my
now.
son told me.
Yeah? What does he do now?
My son thought he was great, and then I forgot how we got on the subject. And he's like, "No, Dad, he doesn't review games anymore. He just does other things." I'm like, "Well, what does he do?" And he's like, "Oh, well, he talks about this, talk about that." And I'm like, "What?" Because that was his calling card.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I watched him a couple of times. That guy's fucking funny. He's funny.
He's a good streamer.
He's a good streamer.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, he said wrong shit. I never heard him. I've heard him say wrong shit or anything. You know what I mean? But every time I've watched him, he's fucking hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
he makes me laugh because he's an idiot. He's a grown man playing video games, just laughing at us, getting paid for it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
He's doing the thing our parents told us not to do.
entertaining. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's so
He's
true.
fucking laughing at
That's
life.
so true, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's doing what your parents told you not to. Don't play video games 10 hours a day.
You're wasting your
You're
life.
wasting your life. He's like, bitch, I could buy you 5 houses.
And
if I
PewDiePie's
want."
like, wait, hold my beer.
Yeah, hold my beer. Here, Mom, here's a Porsche and a house.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Go complain.
Yeah. But what was the connection with him and PewDiePie?
I don't know, but I just caught that detail
fuck?
weird.
He's out there.
Yeah. And he did this weird hand gesture they say is racist, like this, I think. I don't know what they're doing.
The Q.
Yeah, something.
Fuck.
It was a conspiracy about that was racist when people did this, I think.
So did he get sentenced already? I'm assuming they probably did that quick, right?
I don't know. I'm to be honest with you, I haven't read that much about. I read with
Australians don't fuck around, dude.
no.
In New Zealand, they're, you know what I mean?
He's probably 6 feet under soon.
Jesus.
But they're gonna ban the guns there.
Good.
now.
Well, hey, if that's what they need to do it, but
But
they're still gonna
Australia
find-
did it, right?
no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it went down. Like no more mass shootings after that. They had one mass shooting back in the 90s, banned guns, no more mass shootings.
But they're just becoming. It just seems like there are more and more and more mass shootings, and they're closer together.
Yeah. In the States, there's more mass shootings than days in a year in the States. You know that, right?
I couldn't hear you.
That's more mass shootings in the States than it is days in a year.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
We're not even hearing about them.
No, exactly. There's so much mass shootings now, and that's where I was going. There's so much mass shootings now that you don't even hear about it in the news.
They're just
it's
like, fuck this again.
Yeah,
It's like Monday.
yeah, exactly.
Like I said, dude, eye for a fucking eye. And that may sound shallow. That may sound whatever. But
What's the solution, though? What's the solution for that?
I don't know, dude. Because it's, especially being, I can't talk about everyone else, but especially being around it when I was home and got to, for like a week or so, and be able to do all that and be around those people. The ones I were around, so controlled, so got their shit together, so professional, that it's just like, those people are fucking it up for the guys I trained with.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's like those. I mean, I couldn't be around more professional people, man. Kind, humble. It's almost like martial artists. Like the guys that really know their shit. Nicest dude you'll ever meet. Because they probably know they could fucking kill you with their pinky. But you understand what I'm trying to say? Got love for everyone. Great mentality, disposition, like just nice and calm. Same with these guys in the gun store.
So true, bro.
Same with these guys.
Figured it out.
And these dudes were like some of them were ex-military. Some of them, I mean, they could not be more giving, willing to, controlling it. So professional. It's just like...
It's exactly what we've been talking about this whole episode, I feel like. It's not a fucking guy that has his shit together, having a good job, going to the gym, eating clean, drinking water. It's not that dude that's going to shoot up a bunch of people. It's the fucking dude on the couch.
Yeah, it's the guy that's got
blaming everyone else
pent-up
for
aggression. Because if he did some bench press and bicep curls, he might get his dick sucked.
Exactly. That's the kind of
have you ever wanted to shoot anyone after you got a blowjob?
No.
You know. I don't know.
I may want to get out of there.
For sure. Like, what the fuck? That's what we were talking about earlier. Dude, the best conversations are not on the podcast. That was so funny when we were painting earlier. I'm not bringing that up, but fuck, that was hilarious. That's right. It's true.
It's called post-nut syndrome. Google it. Google it, people.
Oh, man. It's like, whoa.
Oh, it's
like a crime scene. What the fuck I got to get out of here.
No, but it's that fucking loser that's gonna shoot up.
That's a good point, man. Because he doesn't have these other guys that are professional and got their shit together. They've put in the hours. They're content, not content like settled, but they have an outlet.
Yeah,
they feel good about themselves. Their confidence is high. They have no ego. They don't need to have an ego because it's the same dude that can walk into somewhere and if they had to, they could. Do what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's the same
really
fucking
good point, man. It's like the loudest one in the room is usually the weakest.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
And the fucking guys and the people that blame the world for everything that's going wrong with their life.
Yeah,
that's the motherfucker that's gonna shoot someone
because they're in their mama's basement.
Yeah.
Mom's paying the Wi-Fi. Mom, what's the Wi-Fi password? The Wi-Fi's down.
The Wi-Fi's paid for, Mom.
Yeah, those are the guys that write their name on their food. Yo, Mom, don't touch my fucking shit.
Touch my chicken, Mom.
Yeah, jeez, that's a really good point, dude.
Yeah, because people that has their shit together ain't gonna do that.
No,
telling you.
Because they feel like they've accomplished something.
It goes back to
they've earned it. They've earned. You know, the only problem I have with guns and when it's in the wrong hands with people, because we're talking about guns, is, and this guy in New Zealand is a perfect example. I think, I'm going to continue shooting. You know this.
Yeah.
Like every chance I get, I'm going to keep doing it. But I think with these type of people, why I don't like guns is because in the wrong hands, it gives people a certain amount of confidence that they haven't earned.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like what we're going back on. It's like they're this little weak dude or they're mentally weird and you give them a gun and all of a sudden they've got I can fucking control someone's life and they haven't earned that confidence.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it gets dangerous.
Yeah.
That's the danger.
Yeah.
That's the cloudy, gray, dangerous area.
That's why I think it should be like a fucking driver license. You need to fucking go through the steps. And then you're probably going to have like the one that's teaching it is going to see the people that's not going to be good with this. And then they just say, nope, you can't have a gun. Yeah. It should be some sort of system like that. I'm not saying ban guns, but have a fucking stricter system for it. Because, perfect example, if that dude that shoot up now in New Zealand came into the guys that you were training with and they were in the hands of giving him a license for a gun, they probably wouldn't do it.
No.
You know what I mean? So if they had some sort of system like that,
right,
that would probably lower the risk of the guns getting in the hands of wrong people.
Well, I was very lucky because they took me in quick. But I did get that impression what you said. And this place wasn't half-assed. They were like the biggest on the East Coast, supposedly. And the guy did say to me, he's like, dude, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing all this with you, because you've talked to some of the people in here, you've hung out, and everyone's like, he's seems like a nice guy, he wants to learn, he's humble. Like, I was just like, I'll do what you want me to do. Yeah. Do you understand? And I think that's why they took me in so fast. But that's a really good point, that they probably have a their shit detector must be
exactly.
perfect
Yeah.
because they've been around it for so
Yeah.
long. You know,
You can't bullshit your way around the ex-military guy.
no,
that's
dude, because they've probably seen it,
teaching
been
guns.
there. Yeah, you know, but it's
Keeps on happening though.
it's horrible, man.
It's horrible.
It is. It's just, and I think, like you said, it's the same as those guys, like men that beat women.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
mentality.
I can say it out loud. I don't give a fuck who I upset. You're the same motherfucker that if I got you in a room and I closed the door, you'd be the bitch in the corner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And whoever's listening to this, I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're that guy when no one's around, gets physical with your wife or physical with your girlfriend or smacks a kid around or Mr. Tough Guy because it's the same when you give them a gun. They feel like they're up here.
Tell me that guy is fulfilled. Tell me that guy has his fucking life in order, is successful. And
Gutless bastard.
Yeah.
Is my eyes.
losers.
Gutless bastards in my eyes.
Just a bunch of losers.
Yeah. So, but when it comes to gun in the States, man, that's their right. They're like, they're not going to fuck because you.
Yeah, because some fucking old dude back in the days put it on
Like
a piece
we
of paper
said,
with
yeah.
a fucking feather. Now you can have guns. No, I'm not saying ban guns. I'm saying have stricter laws to get a gun.
Yeah, but people find a way around shit, man, especially in this day.
Yeah,
and
but
age.
not as much, bro.
There's nothing you can't find if you know where to go.
No, but not as much.
Yeah, but you're talking about Australia and New Zealand. America's different, bro.
Yeah,
So
but still.
someone's like, "Oh,
But still, isn't it better if you fucking have to go to a dark alley and meet someone that you're scared of to buy a gun than to go in a fucking sports store, show your
The
fucking driver
motherfuckers
license
are making
and buy
guns in
it?
3D printers, man."
Yeah, that's the end of the world.
Yeah, 3D. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
That's
Yeah.
they make different pieces. They put it together. They got a fucking gun that can
Yeah.
go through. So that's what I'm just trying to get at. It's a bit. I don't know. I don't want to start.
No, we're not gonna solve it.
I don't want to start
We're
going
not
down the
gonna
wrong
solve
rabbit hole.
fucking
And yeah,
gun laws
So-
on I Got This podcast.
but it's just. I mean, no one's innocent. No one's innocent in the world. You know what I mean by that? Everyone's done something. But when it comes to walking into somewhere, shooting up a bunch of, it's like, fuck, man, those people. It's not like they were in war and they were shooting back at you. You're like, well, fuck, I guess I got to fire back. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's horrible, dude.
Yeah.
I think that's fucking horrible, man. And I guarantee when they got
It's a
him,
mental health
that guy
problem.
had to, I know this sounds shitty, but when they got a hold of him, I hope those fucking cops gave him a couple of knees in the ribs and maybe
You know it.
an elbow across the jaw, like, oh, sorry, like, throw his fucking head into the door of the police car before they put him in. I hope they did, man. Like, I know there's police brutality, and there's like, no, you can do what you want.
Yeah, exactly. Do what you want with this one.
Let's take the long way to the police station.
Just fucking elbowing the fucker in the back
Scissor kick
seat.
him across the back of the head a
Yeah.
couple of times. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Anyways.
But I don't know.
All right, bro. Let's wrap this up.
We'll wrap it up.
This has been the I Got This podcast
Okay, and
episode
let's hope-
74.
Is it 74?
I think so.
And let's hope we don't have a reoccurring. Let's leave here today and we're in good shape.
Yeah.
So-
Let's hope you're fucking healthy
Yeah.
all the way
To the end of the year,
Yes.
because there's no excuses now.
Nope.
So,
All right, people. See you next week.
ciao.
Ciao.